Hello friends, welcome to our channel Brain Alive. In this video, we will discuss early effect or the base width modulation in a transistor. For explaining this base width modulation, we are considering common emitter configuration of the transistor. We know in transistor, base and emitter junction is forward bias and the collector base junction is reversed bias. When we draw the output characteristics of the transistor, we will fix the value of this IB by fixing the value of this VBE. So the value of VBE means voltage between base and emitter is fixed, and we will change the value of this VCE through this battery. Now we will better understand the base width modulation through this diagram. When there is no biasing of the transistor, the width of the base region will be WB. And after biasing the transistor, this base and emitter junction is forward bias and this collector and base junction is reversed bias. And to draw the output characteristics, we fix this value of VBE and change the value of this VCE, means this voltage VCE. When we increase the value of this VCE voltage, the collector base junction is more reversed bias because the relation between these voltages is VCE is equals to VCB plus VBE, means this voltage across collector to emitter region. The voltage is between collector and the base region and the base and the emitter region. So VC is equals to VCB plus VBE. And when we increase the voltage VCE, this voltage, the reverse biasing across the collector and emitter region, this VCB is also increased. So there will be more reverse biasing of this collector junction. And the width of this depletion region extends more. As this collector region is more heavily doped, so penetration of the depletion region will be less in this side. And this base region is lightly doped, so penetration of the depletion will be more on base region. As the depletion region extends more in the base region, so the actual width of the base region will be reduced. This will be WEF. So we can see the width of the base region is modulated. So this is called base width modulation. Now we'll see the effect of this base width modulation. As the actual width of the base region is reduced and now the base width is less. So the electrons that are coming from the emitter region, so there will be less chance of recombination of these electrons and most of the electrons goes to the collector region. And the increment of electrons in collector region increase the collector current IC. The second effect is, as this region is reduced, base region is reduced, so the charge gradient in this region is increased. So more number of holes means minority charge carrier crosses this junction and increases the minority charge carrier current. And this reverse saturation current, this is also called reverse saturation current or current due to minority charge carriers. This is highly dependent on the temperature. Both these factors increases the current IC. That's why when we increase the value of VCE, VCB also increase and the collector base region is more reversed bias. That's why the value of current is increased when we increase the value of VCE. That's why these graphs are not parallel to the x-axis. They have some slope. So they are not parallel to the x-axis, they have some slope. Now we'll find the early voltage due to this early effect or the base width modulation. These are the output characteristics of the common emitter configuration. When we extrapolate the tangents to these curves backwards, these tangents met at a point on the x-axis and this point is called early voltage. The early voltage varies from 15 volts to 150 volt and it is lesser for the smaller device. Now we'll discuss the effect of this early voltage on the large signal model and on the small signal model. We will start with large signal model. This is the large signal model of common emitter transistor configuration. The base and emitter junction is expressed by a rectifier diode, and the collector emitter junction is represented by the current source, because collector current here is controlled by the base current. That's why it is represented by a dependent current source, beta IB, as IC is equals to beta IB. So it is represented by a controlled current source. Without early effect, this IC is given by this Shockley equation, or the equation of the diode. This is equals to IC equals to IS into e raised to the power VBE upon VT. This VT is thermal voltage, and this is equivalent to KT upon Q. And this VB is the voltage across the base and the emitter. This IS is reverse saturation current. So according to this relation, the IB is given by IS upon beta into e raised to the power VB upon VT, the thermal voltage. Now when we apply this voltage or the effect of this early voltage, this equation is modified by the factor of 1 plus Vc upon Va, the early voltage. Now the collector current is given by Is into e raised to the power Vb upon Vt multiplied by 1 plus Vc upon Va. And also the current gain of the transistor is also modified by the same factor. Now this is given by Bf equals to beta into 1 plus Vc upon Va. This beta is the current gain of the transistor configuration. Now we'll see the effect of early voltage on small signal model of the transistor. This is the small signal model of the transistor. The base and the emitter junction is represented by the input resistance, and the collector and the emitter junction is represented by the current controlled source, because this current IC is controlled by the current IB, input current. So it is the diagram without early effect. This is the small signal diagram without early effect. After considering the effect of early voltage on the small signal model, there will be addition of a resistance at the output side. This is the resistance R0. This output resistance is given by Va plus Vc upon Ic. If there would be no early voltage, these slopes would be parallel to the x-axis. So there will be no slope, there will be zero slope. But because due to early voltages, the current increases with this voltage. But when we consider these early voltages, there would be slope. The slope would be non-zero. So there would be some resistance at the output side. So the output resistance is given by, after considering the early voltage, as Va plus Vc upon Ic. Generally these early voltages are very high than Vc, so we can neglect this because Va is much higher than this value. So we can represent R0 equals to Va upon Ic. After adding the effect of early voltages, we can accurately find out the voltage gain of the amplifier. Now I hope you got the concept of early voltages or the base width modulation. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching the video.